Well, hello guys, welcome back. I'm doing much better. Odin's turned this into a bonding experience, and he's also turned this into oh no, I have a terrible temper. And the more I thought about the insult to the Allfather's honor and the insult to my family's honor, because the gods are my family, the more pissed off I got, and then I'm finally like, I want his head. And the Allfather's like, ah. The Allfather considers homicidal rage to be a good thing in people at the right time. So, he protected me because I was too ashamed to tell him what the insult was, and then I just let him see the image I saw in the dream, and he was beyond pissed because you do not insult the honor of any of the women that the Allfather knows or any of the Norse gods know, because they will go homicidal on you. It's a serious thing to proper Norse or, Germanic or whatever men, that if you insult the women, they will come after you. Now, it wasn't like I'm this tiny helpless maiden that can't go off and fight for myself. But a coward of a god picked a fight with a mortal woman and terrorized her, and Odin said, he hit you where it hurts. That's why he did that. He did that to be petty and vicious and hit you where it hurts. Basically, he called Odin my real biological father, which is not possible. Trust me. And he said that Odin likes to mess with his daughters. Odin fucking lit up like a Roman candle. And if you know him, you know he just gets this incredibly calm look on his face and this kind of dreamy smile because he's dreaming of war and all the things he's gonna do. Then Loki was feeding me visions of, ceremoniously having cut off Apollo's head and putting it on the ramparts, and they're celebrating, and there's war, and there's blood. And I'm like, yeah, these are the Greek gods. Yeah, Greek gods. These are the Norse gods I fell in love with. Those very warrior-centric gods. Usually we're very kind and peaceful in this household. We usually will not attack unless we're attacked ourselves, but this dream was really dramatic. And it proved the connection that Odin has to us. As Lokeans, a lot of times we're ashamed to talk about if we talk to the Allfather or something, but we shouldn't be. He's the brother of Loki, and every time you salute the Allfather, you're supposed to salute Loki and vice versa. And you can be sure as hell, and we were having, candles and that for Woden today. And of course the lighter disappeared. I just had it yesterday, and I asked Loki, not accusing him, I said, did you see it? Did I just put it some damn weird place? We couldn't find the lighter. We couldn't find my replacement lighters. We think this is some petty bullshit going on, though it could just be we misplaced stuff. So we got matches, and Loki was like, take the candle off my, altar and use it to light the other candles. It's just fine. So it's like a really good bonding experience, because now Odin's like, you have my permission to attack. If he shows up in a dream again, you have my permission to attack. You'll have my backing. And, a god shouldn't be picking fights with humans. That is some petty bullshit right there. Gods don't do that. Real mature gods do not pick fights with mortals, especially mortal women, and, disparage them and disparage the gods that they love. Odin was right. Apollo hit me where it hurt because he wanted to be a bitch about it. And, had he been a real man, he would have went and he would have said that to the Allfather. The Allfather would have just laughed in his face. But he said it to me, and he said it and had an experience happen in such a traumatic way. Odin would be ready to kill him, and from what I know of his dad ain't gonna give two shits. His dad will be like, fine, kill him, I'll have another one. And that's the difference. Zeus seems very remote and very uncaring towards his children. I mean, no insult, but with the Allfather loves his children. The Allfather will kill you for hurting his children, and he protects each and every one. And yeah, in a sense, everyone's his child, because he is the Allfather, father of gods and men, but it doesn't mean that if the Allfather would take brides, because there are a lot of people that consider themselves Odin's brides or whatnot, that it's some kind of incestuous relationship, which is what Apollo was applying, which I'm like, big floofing deal. Half of your family tree goes straight up. And it's like, that was the pot calling the kettle black. I don't know why he pulled that petty shit, other than he's extremely petty god, and I got to see his true colors, and I was thanking all the Norse gods that exist that they love me enough. And then the Celtic contention of our family showed up, and there was a song that came up in my feed, and it sounds like a love song if you listen to the lyrics, but if you listen to the music, it sounds like a battle cry. It's like somebody's gonna get some shit kicked out of them because Lucha showed up. So it was interesting, and it has nothing to do, again, ladies or gentlemen, um, with being a defenseless, helpless female. It has to do with your honor was insulted. You were insulted and you can't fight back. God should not pick a fight with a mortal, because you know which one will win. It wouldn't be the mortal, no matter what people would like to think. And that's really petty. It would be like you or I picking a fight with an ant. Who's going to win? There's no damn way that ant's gonna win unless it's one of those stupid way to die situations. But there's no way that ant is going to win. And yeah, Loki's back here about the boot has no quarrel with the ant, or maybe it goes the other way. But you get what we mean. We would just crush them. A god would just crush a human, and it was typical pettiness to pick a fight with me, to, insult my honor and try to hurt me because he knew how much I love and value Odin. And Odin just went off. All the Norse gods went off. And we were going to go out and get stuff to celebrate, and then we kind of changed our minds, but we are working on Halloween. We're working on Halloween. We don't have the funds yet to order the candy. This wait till next week. But we're going to order the candy. We have been putting up decorations, and I swear to the gods, guys, the moment I started yesterday and had some decorations up, came back in, some dude went by blowing his horn like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So everybody's so excited because everybody was like, what's the matter? She should have started like a month ago, because there's so much stuff I have that I could put out, even with the FNAF stuff gone, that it could take me a month to get this stuff up. But we'll have it nice for the kids. Even though there are no trees in that left, we'll have it nice. We're good and thrifty and creative in this family. So it just was really good. I've been spending the day, talking to the Allfather and getting to know him again. Not that I don't. And you can see I'm wearing my little Deutschland shirt. I'm at least half German that we know of. And we've just been having fun talking to each other and getting to know each other. Not that, like I said, we talk on a daily basis, but we've been spending more time together. If you were going to insult the Allfather, and I wouldn't recommend it as a career choice, I would not pick his holy day. I would never pick his holy day to insult him on. Really? Seriously? Insulting Woden on Woden's day? Seriously? That's a death wish right there. And the gods have already claimed, like I said, everything for the Greek gods. So this wasn't a case of the Greek gods somehow using something to try to get back in. They're like, no, that's dishonorable. And that's not the mark of a true man to do that. You don't attack a man's woman, and you don't attack a woman's family, especially when you know she can't fight back. I was just so shocked and horrified because the way the dream was set up. And then when he came and he did that insult about me being a broken instrument, and basically throwing braggy at me, is an insult. I swear this guy wants to die. Excuse me, must be tired of being immortal. And so, it worked out good for me. We've been spending a lot of time on Pinterest because all of these things came up on Pinterest. It sounds like stuff Odin would say. People probably think I've lost my damn mind and become some kind of far-right nut on the Pinterest board for Loki, but it's nothing negative. It's nothing against anybody else. It's stuff Odin would say today about, never trust a old man in a young man's profession, like an old soldier and stuff like that. And just because I look peaceful, don't think I don't know how to be violent and stuff like that. And when he's doing that kind of rumbly war growl, that's actually very comforting and soothing to me, because Odin will fight to defend his people. And again, guys, it's never anything about, oh, you're this helpless maiden. Sometimes you need someone to fight and protect you. That's why we serve our gods and love our gods, because they'll fight for us and they'll protect us. And the Norse gods aren't shy about a good scrap. Loki got basically sent off in the sense of the equalizer. And you know Loki, he is a son of a bitch and a bastard just for the fun of it. And I can tell whatever he did was extremely painful. And I'm like, well, no. I never thought I would see this side of my gods, but I'm kind of happy I did. I don't know what happened, but I get the sense that I will never be bothered ever again. And we set out stuff. We set out stuff that, you know, if you look up the runes, you'd kind of know. Like I set up a double-headed axe and that in the Halloween display, and we're having our fun, and we're getting the Halloween display out because it's important to honor the ancestors. And Odin was insistent about this. He was really insistent about it, about honoring the dead, about honoring the ancestors that came before me. And he's like, he's going to have a project of me working along runes. I'm not really good at them. I always mistake them for something else, but he's like, you can learn. If it takes you 100 years, you're at least going to learn a few other than Loki's name. I'm like, okay. So, you know, we'll work on that too. The All Father expects a lot out of women. He doesn't, you know, treat us as any less because we're females. We're shield maidens to him. Every single woman he sees is shield maiden to him. And, you can be a shield maiden and be peaceful. You can, you know, run a house all your life and, you know, be peaceful and never go to war. But if somebody come into your house to hurt your children, you wouldn't go hide and cry. You would pick up the damn heaviest frying pan you have, if you don't own anything else, and you would beat them unconscious, and then you would call the 911 operator, and then you would cry and freak out. But, you know, when your family's in danger, you know, as a woman of our people, that sounds so weird, but you know what I mean, as a woman that works with the Norse gods, you are the first line of defense of your family if your man isn't home. And it's not like, again, you're not in the role of helpless woman. You were left home alone during, like, the Viking era, the German, you know, war campaigns and that, because you were expected to be strong enough and capable enough to defend the home, the farm, the family. Yeah, you didn't sit at home as a charming little simpering maiden. I'm sure they existed, but by and large, you were expected to be able to protect the children, protect the farm, to, you know, to fight. You probably would have had a lot of combat training, but a lot of it we've lost, or people think it's made up, but it's not. You would have been expected to be able to hold your own. So it was really empowering. Loki empowers women, and so does the Allfather. The Allfather really empowers women, and he's like, "You're my little shield maiden now. The next time he insults you, you have my permission to do whatever you like." And it's like, I'm not gonna go look for a fight. I'm not gonna go stand outside the Parthenon or something and scream, "You come out and face me!" But at the same time, even though I'd like to, because now I'm pissed, because he had to also get in there that he didn't like hold her. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? Our blind god a winner? You don't like him? What's your fucking problem? You guys know I'm really defensive of certain gods, because I'm like, what's your fucking problem? He seems to get along just fine if he's the god of winter. You wanna fight? You wanna fight? You gotta fight. I'm half German, and the other quarter is Italian and Polish in there too, and they all like to fight. They all like to fight. They all live to fight. So yeah, it was like, I haven't been in touch with that part of myself that likes to fight, and it felt good to be in touch with that part of myself. It was like, yeah, bless Odin, yay, best day ever. So yeah, I would like some beer and brats, but we can't do that. We don't have any beer or brats in the area, but because it's Oktoberfest, it starts early, and we were gonna go out and then we didn't. But I think to celebrate, maybe get like, because I was thinking, should I be cheaper and walk the whole way up the hill and get more for my money, or should I just go up here where I can get one or two basic things? I might just go up here. Yeah, it's cheaper to walk up the hill, but energy-wise and that, I think the Allfather have my back if I just go up here. So if you guys like what you see, you know, like, comment, subscribe. Don't worry, I still get because that was so horrifying to see. But anytime he knows I'm freaking out, I can feel Odin's comforting presence, and it's the presence I've told you before, where he's dressed in the long black coat. So basically, it's the death aspect of the God of the Hangman aspect, and it's the you walked into the wrong house aspect. So yeah, it felt really good to have him protect me because I would not try to attack his honor. His honor is beyond reproach. I don't care how many women he's been with, or Thor's been with, or um you know, Loki's been with, or if they've been with men or whatever other things they would choose to do. Um, I'm looking at you, Loki, and Loki's just there smiling. It doesn't matter. They're beyond reproach because they're with willing adults. And as a gay person, I'm certainly not going to go. So I don't know what Apollo's problem was, but I can tell you that the Allfather isn't some kind of monster that's after all of his daughters. He was beyond pissed. Like, I know when somebody's selling their death warrant, I'm gonna enjoy this. There's enough Loki in me that when I see trouble, I'm like, oh, trouble! And we're both like, oh, popcorn day. So, you know, happy Woden's Day, and remember, you know, just because someone tries to shame you because of you have a relationship with Woden, or you have a relationship with Loki or something, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, they can end up paying for that insult, not by you. Our gods don't expect us to punch everybody in the face. This is something rude about them. But when, if you're in my situation and another god has walked up and insulted your gods, just sit back and watch the fireworks and smile and know that your family has come to rescue you and reclaim you and you are fine. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.